Good thumbnails can take hours to make, and this can be frustrating since it uses up a lot of valuable time. So today I'm going to show the exact way to use AI to help design high quality thumbnails a lot faster and easier as well. AI is starting to become considered a threat to many jobs, especially to the area of graphic design. But if you follow this video correctly, it will become your most powerful tool. Also stick around because I'm going to show an AI app that will be a literal game changer for your thumbnail process. Okay, so our first step is to make a text prompt with ChatGPT, which is a free AI chat tool. And we're going to want this text prompt to put it in an image generator because we're going to make the image for this thumbnail with AI. So we're going to want a good text prompt so we can get good results from the image generator. So for this thumbnail, I think our idea is going to be dead billionaires and how their wealth would sum up nowadays. So I'm just going to give it like a simple prompt. So I think like a zombie hand holding a lot of money coming out of the ground to show the dead billionaires and their wealth. So I would just say, give me a detailed text prompt for an image. And you don't need to be too descriptive on this prompt either, since ChatGPT is going to do all the work for you. Alright, here we go. Now we're just going to press enter, and here we go. So now it's just going to give us a really detailed, nice prompt that we're going to give to the AI image generator. Create an eerie night scene in a dark, stormy graveyard. It's very detailed. It has a lot of good adjectives and stuff like that. We're going to want to go get this and copy it. Okay, so now for the image generation, I'm here with a very powerful tool called Ideogram.ai, and I think it's one of the best AI image generators currently on the internet right now. It's incredibly powerful and there's some good customization too. So you're just going to want to go up here to this text box. Now we're just going to paste in the prompt that we had from ChatGPT that we just made. Then, because it's a thumbnail, you're going to want to choose 16 by 9. And then I'm just going to go with model 1.0 because it takes a lot less time and the quality is still really good. And then down here are the customization settings for the art style. So for this thumbnail, I'm just going to go cinematic and 3D render. And then there's also more you can have here, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna have here. So then you're just gonna want to click generate and then just wait for the 30 seconds for it to load. And here we have it. We have our zombie hand coming out of the ground holding the money here, and you're just gonna want to basically choose which one you think looks the best. Honestly, all of these look pretty good, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. So once you have it, you're just going to want to go save image, and then you're just going to save that. And now we're going to go to Photoshop, and I'm going to show exactly how this can help out for your thumbnails and how we're going to just add a little bit of stuff to even spice it up more. Okay, now I'm here in Photoshop where we're going to be fully designing the thumbnail and using the AI image we just made, which is going to be a lot of the work, honestly, which is why AI is so helpful for making these thumbnails. So we're going to want to go and bring that image we just made here into Photoshop, and we're going to want to put some text behind this zombie hand, and then we're also going to want to add just a simple color correction as well. I'm going to go through these as well. So first we're going to want to select our image and go to the quick selection right here, and we're going to want to quick select this zombie hand. Okay, so now that we have our zombie hand here fully selected, we're going to want to press Ctrl J to duplicate it. So now it's on its own layer, and we can type under it, and we have it like that. So now we're going to want to go to the text tool. We're going to have billionaires as the text because it's about dead billionaires, just like that, and then make it bigger. And then we're gonna want to go to layers here and move it under the zombie hand. So now as you can see, it's behind the hand. And now for this, we're just going to add a simple drop shadow. So make the opacity high, make the distance down, turn the size down, just like that. We have a nice drop shadow separating it from the background. Now we can go and get the zombie hand to add another cool effect, and we want to go here to drop shadow again, and then make the distance up, turn this angle around, turn the opacity down, and we're gonna basically make this a cast shadow on the text, just like that. So now it feels a lot more immersive. And let's add a inner shadow and make it white, make it screen, and make the choke all the way to 0, turn the size up, turn the opacity down. And now we have our zombie hand with the text behind it, and we're gonna add a simple color correction too. So now what you're gonna want to go ahead and do is go to File, Export, and then Export As, and just export this. And once you have that exported, you're just gonna want to make a new project and then drag that thumbnail we just made right into here. And now what we're going to want to do is add a pretty basic color correction to just make it pop even more. And this is really easy, comparable to a regular thumbnail process, since all the image and designs were done with the image generator. All I had to do was just quick select it and then put the text in the background and color correction. But most of the bulk work was already done for me by AI. So you're going to want to select it, put a filter and camera raw filter. Now what we're going to want to do is turn the exposure up a bit, contrast up a bit, turn up the highlight, and then bring the shadows down. Then the most important parts are you're going to want to turn the texture up and the clarity up to whatever you think looks good. I'm going to make it pretty high. Then I'm going to add a vignette to make it look even better, and for the main zombie hand to stand out. Add a little bit of grain also for some stylistic spice. And for color grading, I'm going to want some blue tones. So go to blue, this. I might have some green as well, like in between, kind of like turquoise. Don't make it too much though. You don't want it to look excessive, but you want it to look nice and add to the style and feel of the composition. So something like this. Then we're going to want to go to detail, and then noise reduction we're going to want to turn up a good amount just to make it look smoother, nicer. Turn up the color noise reduction as well. And our final step is adding a little bit of compositing elements to the thumbnail, which is just going to make it even look better. But yeah, we've done the color grading and the text design, and now we're just going to want to finish it off with a bit of final touches for extra spice. And here for a dynamic thumbnail like this with the graveyard and the storm in the background and the zombie hand coming out, you want your compositing elements to contribute to the atmosphere and feeling of it. So first I'm going to add a fog overlay to give that like creepy graveyard feel, make it bigger, and turn the opacity down to make it not as intense, like that. Then I'm going to add a rain overlay like this and make it bigger like that to give the feel that the storm is really happening and it's really here and not just in the background. So here it gives the more immersive feeling of the graveyard, which makes it look just a whole lot cooler. But that was exactly how to use AI to make your thumbnail workflow more efficient and also make your thumbnails look better so they stand out more. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or a pro that's been doing this for years, these AI tools can help out a lot when you're making thumbnails. So if you did enjoy this video and found this useful, please go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. And also check out this video on some key design tips and additions for your thumbnails.